Ya, bueno, estamos de vuelta, gente, aquí en Fallout 4 y nada, esta ya es la última misión del principal, digamos, de Fallout, ¿ya? Em, Esta no sé por qué la tengo marcada, porque en realidad creo que ni siquiera es. Esta es la última misión principal de la historia y después vienen las misiones principales de la facción. Eso es todo.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
O sea, si uno habla... o sea, si
Let's
uno
do
habla
this.
de...
All right. Head up
la
onto the
misión
platform and we'll see if I
principal,
can find a signal to lock onto.
la verdad que no es muy amplio la
Are
historia.
you in or are you out? Make up your mind.
Good luck.
La
I hope you make it in
historia-
one piece.
Let's see.
Es súper
Relays
corta.
dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me
Refrain
start
from opening
scanning
fire
for the
inside
signal.
the Institute.
Cross your fingers.
It could
I'm
jeopardize our
inputting
entire
the code
mission.
now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can
that
about the
room thing
Institute and what they're
Would
up to.
suck if that thing
I put a
failed,
clever
then
little
it's disappeared
program on this
forever.
holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Realmente, como dije, o sea, lo que yo hice fue como... Quería explorar, tenía ganas de explorar, honestamente. Institute Terminal, speak with the... No. Outside the wire. A ver. Bueno. Entonces... Estamos dentro. Y eso. Yo diría, o sea, honestamente, sí.
No one is gonna believe me when I tell him.
O sea, tú te puedes dar vuelta el juego yo creo que en 20 horas. La verdad. En 20 horas. Tranquilamente. Porque no es larga la misión. El tema es que...
I've been here.
No me acuerdo cómo se llama el tape este. Network Scanner Holotape. Keep holotapes to protector. Ok. O sea, se supone que ahora tengo que buscar a la doctora. Ahora, acuérdense que le habíamos prometido al mutante o al orco. Eso no es. Pero no está la misión, ¿eh? Qué raro. No está la misión del tipo este. Al que le prometimos ayudarlo desde dentro. No. Acuérdense que él no
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
It's stuck.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
It's so clean in here.
Nos va a dejar entrar, ojo.
I can only
Ojo esto es súper interesante, la verdad.
imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Jammed. Can't pick this. Don't have the key.
En realidad ellos controlan todo, o sea, no hay forma de poder acceder a esto, creo.
Busted.
Porque está todo cerrado, pero si eso es así... aunque él sea mi hijo, da lo mismo, no puedo
No
hacer
use. Would need the key. Only opens with a key.
nada. No, como dije, no hay nada que se pueda hacer acá. A 69. Es bien curioso esto, la verdad. Porque te guían por un camino. Y ese es el único camino que puedes tomar. Ni siquiera es que puedas tomar otro camino. Se supone que que como no me acuerdo, como dije, yo pensé que esto iba a ser una pelea, ¿ves? Pero no. Ahora esto sube y no debería subir, creo yo. Porque si este es el lugar de mi hijo,
Broken. Useless. No way to pick this. Can't pick this.
A ver, deme un segundo. Entonces tuve que repetir esto porque parece que se bugueó la misión. Ahora no estoy seguro. Porque se supone que... Se supone que...
No use. Would need the key.
Él debería aparecer aquí, ¿me entienden?
Only opens with a key.
Voy a esperar un rato y ver si es que la misión se gatilla sola. Porque debería, ¿no? Y ver qué onda, porque debería, digamos, en teoría. No sé cuánto rato voy a esperar, pero no, no debería ser mucho. Pero tampoco quiero que ustedes esperen en vano, porque si esto está bugueado, o sea, si esta parte está bugueada, no puedo seguir jugando el juego, ¿me entienden? Se los digo tal cual, súper simple. Porque esta es la parte principal de la historia. Si esto está mal, ¿no? Está todo mal. A ver, quiero probar algo.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Ya, bueno, estaba pensando porque la verdad que no me compro esta wea. No me la compro.
Kellogg, he worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
O sea, yo quiero completar mi misión. No quiero ser parte, no le creo. Yo creo que es un synth.
This really...
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Voy a grabar de nuevo, pero en una nueva guardada, porque la verdad no tengo muy claro, no me gustaría, pero...
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Entonces, sigo teniendo estas misiones, ¿no? Sí. Esta es la misión principal de la hermandad. Esto es... Bueno, lo del holotape, y esto es lo de esta weá, ¿no? Pero como yo dije, yo la verdad que no le creo en absoluto, sino que estuve viendo los finales alternativos porque quería ver qué realmente es lo que iba a pasar, ya. Y también estuve un poco leyendo la historia en realidad.
You're back.
Porque como yo no me acordaba tanto de esto, porque no me acordaba realmente. No sé, yo siento que si no te acuerdas de algo, mejor es leerlo, ¿no? Mejor es leerte y acordarte qué es lo real, porque también puede ser una manipulación, o sea, esto, para mi punto de vista, tiene mucho sentido que esto puede ser una manipulación y puede ser que ni siquiera sea real. Y por otro lado, si uno va más atrás, digamos, en la historia principal, donde vemos los recuerdos, digamos, de Kellogg, se supone que mi hijo no debería tener 60 años.
Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Entonces, sí, no sé, como les dije, es un poco difícil de creer, honestamente. Es un poco difícil de creer. Ahora voy a bajar, porque creo que puedo bajar, si no me equivoco. El tema es que si lo matas, al final no vas a terminar cumpliendo las misiones que necesitas cumplir, porque te van a sellar completamente el lugar y te van a mandar para afuera, ¿me entiendes? Entonces no tiene mucho sentido matarlo de por sí. Ahora, claramente cada quien yo diría que tiene una opinión diferente probablemente a la mía, y es respetable. O sea, digamos que Yo, como dije, sigo creyendo que esto no es real, o sea, no es real lo que él me está diciendo y esto es solamente una manipulación. Pero...
Useless.
Pero bueno, no sé, eso ya lo dejo a la decisión de cada uno. Hay un montón de videos en YouTube donde explican muchas cosas sobre el instituto. Eso lo dejo ya al criterio del que esté jugando. La verdad, cada uno tiene que decidir lo que cree que es verdad y lo que no. Pero yo creo que después de que una vez que finalice esto y finalice las misiones de la hermandad, yo acabo. Y yo ya estoy un poco cansado, honestamente, de seguir con esto. ¿Ya? Ahora, igual voy a jugar Fallout 3. Eso no va a cambiar.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his
Scanning
office.
unknown identity.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging
Be careful
their feet on
wearing
the
that.
targeting package
You might be
upgrades I asked
mistaken for a
Maybe I should
Brotherhood
take
of
some
Steel
courses with
soldier.
me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as
You're
it is
here.
between us.
Quiero grabar igual de nuevo.
Had you made
Pretty
it?
much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Esto puede buguear la misión, porque es una respuesta digamos, de las opciones del mod. Podría buguear todo. Por eso
Yes,
grabé.
well, I'll be taking steps to make sure this never happens again. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Entonces, no se bugueó. O sea, lo que quiero igual decir es...
We're all looking forward
obviamente
to
que
working
si
with you.
tienes más agilidad,
Carry on, sir.
tienes más
The Directorate should take the
persuasión,
synth escapes more
¿no?
seriously.
Y tienes todas estas cosas, definitivamente vas a tener diálogos extras, ¿no? Eso está claro. Pero...
Hi.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Pero
It's
yo,
an honor to meet
o sea,
you, sir.
No estoy tan seguro si es que realmente
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
si todas las cosas que me muestran como respuesta son realmente del juego, ya. Entonces hay un par de cosas que se pueden hacer aquí, aparte obviamente de encontrar a la profesora.
Nothing to report, sir.
Ahora
Subject identified.
no son la gran cosa, ¿no?
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary level.
Quiero revisar todos los lugares porque al final podría sacar algo.
Power armor, huh? You take down a Brotherhood soldier?
If it were just a limb twitching, perhaps. But her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now.
Hoy día me levanté cansado. Me levanté súper
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
You weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't be soon enough.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition...
O sea, no porque yo le diga, digamos, oye, ¿sabes qué? Estoy a bordo, quiere decir de que es real, por si acaso. Solo lo comento por si acaso. Porque realmente no estoy a bordo. Simplemente... estoy pensando en... no sé. Que piensen de que está todo bien, nada más.
Have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me...
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Don't need anything today.
Bueno, igual ya compré lo que quería, que son objetos que no vas a poder obtener después. Porque es solamente una vez, o sea, digamos, no sé si luego puedes volver, pero según lo que leí y todo lo que he visto, dependiendo de la decisión que tomes, obviamente tienes dos posibilidades de entrar al instituto. Una, o sea, si lo matas, obviamente vas a tener que ir a The Railroad, que es como la otra, digamos, bueno, sí, The Railroad o la hermandad o la otra, ¿no? Si lo matas, tendrías que ir a otra facción y hablar con ellos para poder entrar, pero va a ser todo hostil, entonces al final no sé.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing
Otra
promising
cosa que
results.
está muy blanco. Otra cosa que también habíamos conversado y que
I try not to think too much about it.
yo les comenté es que podemos sacar lo que nos pidió el mutante, ¿no? El antiguo doctor, y llevárselo. Eso sí se puede hacer. Ahora, ¿dónde está? No me acuerdo. Voy a tener que ver probablemente un video y ver por qué no me acuerdo. Nada de lo que estoy sacando realmente lo voy a usar, pero como comenté, ahora sí lo veo.
Mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity.
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Doctor.
Yes,
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holden,
I suppose
head of the bioscience division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the bioscience division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Y nos falta solamente uno. Pero lo que como les comenté, no me acuerdo. ¿Dónde mierda está el... Lo que pedí? Estos son gorilas falsos. Lo del doctor este, bueno. Pero sí, hay mucha luz aquí, o sea, no en este lugar, pero digamos en la nave en general, viejo. Hay mucha. Esa weá a mí no me gusta. A mí la luz blanca nunca me ha gustado, daña los ojos. Ahora esta weá parece ser muy grande. Ahora esto es primera puerta que podemos realmente hacer esto acá en el instituto.
Nice.
Pero tal vez nada aquí sea importante realmente.
Got it.
Qué curioso. Bueno, estoy investigando.
Sweet.
Porque esta parte parece abandonada, realmente. Ahora.
And that, my friends, is how it's done.
Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Porque este lado sería agresivo.
Scanning.
No sé. Es raro.
Yes.
No quarter.
Maybe we should just run away.
No, porque aquí... Esto se supone que es parte del instituto, pero... Es muy diferente al instituto, la verdad.
Yes.
O por lo menos a mí me parece muy diferente. Que tiene que... ¿sabes? Es como una parte abandonada, digamos.
That's it.
Tiene que ver esto. Tiene que ver esto. ¿Y por qué estaría abandonado?
That's it.
No tiene nada que ver. Yo creo que poca gente vino para acá. O sea, yo honestamente me esperaba una pelea en el instituto.
Nice.
Me esperaba una super mega pelea, pero no fue así. Ahora, este pasillo es bastante grande, me parece como curiosísimo.
Sweet.
Esto esté así. Parece que este es el lugar donde tengo que sacar la muestra, si no me equivoco. vez, puede ser. A ver, un segundo. Ya miren, aquí yo estaba buscando lo que les comenté. En esta parte de aquí está la misión. Esto de aquí, que es una misión secundaria, esto, que es que uno, bueno, no sé, o sea, digamos que no se ve muy bien cuando vienes a esta parte, pero aquí justamente en este, donde están estos mutantes de aquí, es una misión secundaria y te dan un arma legendaria que hace más daño a los mutantes, pero no tiene, o sea, digamos, no es nada del otro mundo, pero si lo quieren hacer. Aquí está la weá que él te pide, pero eso más que todo. Y ya recogimos las granadas, compramos el arma, ya tenemos todo listo. Lo único que faltaría es terminar de hablar con la gente, rescatar a la doctora, y yo creo que eso, porque aquí ya se acaba el argumento principal. No. Me falta todavía conocer a alguien más.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been...
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Entonces,
That was my favorite one. Can't you keep it a little
el
longer?
verde lo
I will be
vimos.
happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other
El
nutrition.
Advanced System creo que no lo vimos. Aquí hay unas granadas que se pueden
She's been
recoger.
at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Estas granadas sirven para... una vez que tú tiras la granada, puedes... aparece un robot, digamos, ¿no?
Well, that was productive.
Speak to Dr. Lee.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Nos hemos visto todo, por si acaso. Que ayer me acosté muy tarde porque tenía que terminar un examen que estaba haciendo. Gracias a Dios lo probé, pero me acosté tan tarde, hermano. Me levanté el día muy temprano. Entonces...
Perfect.
Bueno, esto es otra cosa que podrían tomar también. Una mochila especial.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Authorized to be where? What is this place?
You're standing in the Advanced Systems Division, and you are not a part of my staff. If you want a tour of the place, why don't you ask Father, seeing that he's apparently given you the keys to the castle? Now, can I get back to work?
Easy. I just want to talk.
About what? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Institute is deceiving you.
So now you're just going to hurl baseless accusations to get what you want? Come on, you can do better than that.
Voy a grabar porque puedo fallar y lo más probable es que...
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
De nuevo voy a grabar porque lo más probable es que falle, no fallé, pero...
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You're wasting your breath.
Vamos a cargar de nuevo hasta que le digamos que sí, ¿ok? Hasta que esto funcione. Si quieren lo paro y yo lo intento, pero...
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You're wasting...
Los veo en un rato.
Buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
O sea, si se buguea voy a tener que reintentarlo de nuevo. Se puede lograr. Igual tengo el nivel máximo por...
You're just going to have to trust me. The relay is the only access to the surface that we possess. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Dr. Lee.
I'll be along soon. Just tell whoever sent you to prepare for my arrival.
Entonces... Debería haber aceptado probablemente eso. Un segundo. Ya, bueno, ahí acepté esto y ya, listo. Ahora, tengo que hablar con él. Ya hice todo lo que se podía hacer. Así que, en teoría estamos bien. Estamos bien, estamos bien. O sea, ya recogí, bueno, la muestra que le prometí al tipo, recogí, digamos, la información del holotape.
When are you going to tell me about
I don't think you'll be needing that suit of power armor in here.
Luego, lo único que falta ahora es hablar con el supuesto padre o hijo, como quieran llamarlo. Y nada, eso. Y puedo volver en cualquier minuto, digamos, acá. Ahora, yo soy un doble agente, así que digamos que... No les creo tanto. Y aparte, incluso ella me dijo que dudaba mucho de lo que le decía a este tipo. Que yo pienso lo mismo. No siento que sea completamente realista, la verdad, con lo que está diciendo. Ahora, es que no... Según yo, si bajo de nuevo... Hay dos opciones. Si bajo de nuevo... No quiero irme todavía porque tengo que hablar con este weón. Pero hay una opción de que me lleva... O sea, que me lleva hacia arriba y una opción que me lleva hacia abajo. Pero... Porque tengo que hablar con este weón. Quiero hacer todo bien, ¿no? Es la idea. Pero parece que estoy solo... Está subiendo y bajando, nada más. Porque el supuesto padre está más abajo que aquí. Pero ven, como dije, solo sube. Solo sube o baja. A menos que por aquí llegue a donde no estoy 100% seguro.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Entonces, él está abajo, parece, ¿no? Sí. Entonces, otro guardado.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
O sea, hay cosas que son increíbles, pero bueno.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If they're so dangerous, you should destroy them and start over with a better design.
There is no need for such drastic action. We are constantly working to correct any flaws that might arise. As you will soon see, we're also more than capable of reclaiming any synths that become a danger to the surface. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Entonces, ya tengo todo listo y ya estamos con el tiempo, ¿ya? realmente lo que queda son cosas que yo creo que no voy a hacer. O sea, voy a hacer lo importante, pero sí, realmente ya estamos listos. La historia ya se acabó. Eso es la historia, no es más que eso. Y lo otro que queda, digamos, es la hermandad. La hermandad que
It's an honor
yo
to have you
había
here, sir.
pensado, digamos, en hacer el mod pack, digamos, de el nuevo final, digamos, ¿no? De la hermandad. Pero lo voy a pensar bien y nada, eso ya lo veremos con el paso. Así que ya los veo en la siguiente. Saben, suscríbanse, like, compartan el canal aquí. Obviamente en el siguiente episodio vamos a estar acá adentro. Y nada, eso.